On Wednesday evening, leader of the opposition, Joseph Harmon, publicly submitted certificates of revocation of his foreign citizenship to the United States of America. On Tuesday, Mr. Harmon had publicly touted to members of the media on the sidelines of the reconvening of Parliament that he had submitted copies of his certificates as well as the original to the Clerk of the National Assembly, Sherlock Isaacs, in keeping with Article 155(1)(a) of the Constitution of Guyana, which states, "No person shall be qualified for election as a member of the National Assembly who is by virtue of his own act under any acknowledgement of allegiance, obedience, or adherence to a foreign power or state."
This morning I wrote to the clerk and submitted to him the original sealed copy of my revocation certificate along with a copy and asked that he returns my sealed certificate. I am hopeful that all those other persons who are so affected, and I can recall two who are so affected, and that is the government chief whip, Ms. Gail Teixeira, and the gentleman who was appointed this morning as the deputy speaker.
Also late Tuesday afternoon, sections of the media had reported that in a telephone conversation with the Clerk of the National Assembly, Mr. Sherlock Isaacs, he had denied receiving any such certificates from Mr. Harmon, but proceeded to acknowledge receipt of another Member of Parliament's certificate of revocation, that person being Minister of Governance and Parliamentary Affairs Gail Teixeira, who either holds or was the holder of Canadian citizenship. Mr. Harmon on Tuesday had also called on other members of Parliament to follow suit and submit their certificates renouncing their citizenship to whichever state they may have allegiance to. In 2019, during debates on the motion of confidence, which had been tabled by the then opposition leader Barrett Jagdeo, and which subsequently triggered fresh elections, it was discovered that several members of Parliament had been in contravention of the Constitution as a result of holding dual citizenships, while also serving as members of Parliament, and therefore were forced to remove from their ministerial positions. Among them were Joseph Harmon, who was Minister of State at the time, Carl Greenidge, who served as Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dominic Gaskin, former Minister of Business, as well as Dr. Rupert Roopnarine, who was the Minister of Public Service. Amidst fallout over parliamentarians holding dual citizenship here, it was confirmed that Adrian Anamaya and party stalwart Gail Teixeira, as well as Odinga Lumumba from the PPP faction, also held dual citizenships. While the Clerk of the National Assembly confirmed receipt of Ms. Teixeira's certificate of revocation, it is not yet clear whether any other MP holds dual citizenship, and if so, whether they have relinquished same before taking the oath of office to serve as a Member of Parliament. Wendell Badrie for the HGP Nightly News.